Previously on 2 albums, 5 days.
Oh, we should start the interview that way. In action. Nice. Hey. We are working on doing 2 albums in 5 days.
It was all Mr. Jonathan Villa. He's the mastermind.
Well, we got 2 clothing racks, bought 2 soundproof blankets. The project is me walking into the house of fear and confronting fear himself.
Like, ooh, we're having a conversation. I want to have input.
This is my final breath. This is my last attempt. I'm putting in all I have. Everything rides on it. I don't want to dream of living no more. I don't want to dream. This life means more to me, and I'm done pretending. I want to live again.
My name is Jonathan Villa. My rapper name is J-Vil.
My name is Shua Moore. I'm a songwriter.
And I am a hip-hop artist / producer, songwriter, I guess.
And this whole thing is about my album.
Am I supposed to be looking at you or the...
You can do, like, you
All
were doing
right.
back and forth.
I'll just look at Shua the whole time.
Cause I've known I've been filled with so much damn potential, but I come up with a million reasons to always cancel.
I'm very still in the learning stage when it comes to producing my own music as far as creating it. Ow, that's so fucking loud. And let's turn the beat down. Well, the beat is not too loud. I've been rapping since I was 17, so that's something I'm very confident in as far as my lyrics and my flow. When it comes to creating the songs, that's something I'm still in the learning stages of. And so when it came to creating Happy Time, I wanted to have like this oldies, you know, whether it be like a ragtime style feel of music that it kind of sounds like, you know, you're listening to it from an old school radio from the 20s or 30s. Okay, should be good. That's when I reached out to Marisa and thought she'd be great to sing it in. You know, she's a beast on piano, so I was like, I would need you to play it.
Okay, let's go back to that same spot.
That's the whole.
No, but it's got to be absolutely perfect. So.
No way she looked at me and said that. It was kind of terrifying. It has to be absolutely perfect.
You can just play this with both hands and cheat. Oh gosh.
That's what we do. We cheat on life.
That's great. Okay, do it again. I did one thing that we didn't talk about.
I can just do this one thing and make it a million times easier.
I don't know if you noticed, but I bumped it up an octave. And just
I don't know if I loved the timing of the... No, I don't. I can do it better.
The beginning and the ending portion of the song were just this happy, you know, feel of good feel music, and then the middle part just kind of gets all wonky and off balance.
Okay, so that's a big... Now we're in a key.
Yeah, it is a different key.
Okay.
Yeah. And just dark, and so I feel like I still reached that place, but it just came out much different, and I feel like it came out better than what I anticipated. I really wanted the chorus to just be very simple and kind of just represent the aspects of wanting to stay in that happy place, but also kind of hinting towards the listener that, like, why does it always go away? Why can't I just stay here?
Happy time, happy time. All I want to do is live in happy time.
Okay.
All I want to do is live in happy time, happy...
The recording stage is interesting because when you're writing it, you know, you have all these ideas and you're always thinking like, okay, when it gets to the time where I'm trying to get this finished and release it, there's stuff I already know that I'm going to have to keep going over this and record it 1,000 times until I get it.
Oh, that would work too, yeah, with the claps. Different ones together, yeah. Is this something? I've been trying so hard to be the hero of my dream.
I'm just exploring. I'm not trying to overthink it at this stage in my life. I'm just, just literally taking it one day at a time. I know that sounds so cliche to say that.
That could work, right? Yep. Yep. Yes. Ah, it's gonna sound sweet.
Oh, I can't stay where I know I mean. 'Cause I've been trying so long to be the hero of my dreams. But I just can't escape the voices that are haunting me. But maybe one day I will be there, finally be free. Happy time!
I don't want it to be in the place of what I've always done, all my life, where I overanalyze, overthink the song. I found myself, especially with this Happy Time song, my God, I found myself sending it to too many people, and I realized that I'm fishing for compliments because I'm doubting my confidence. I guess I'm trying to find a way to justify of just not doing any more to it or whatever. Just sent Shua a voice message, and basically I'm not sending it to anybody until it's done. I'm getting stressed out about it because the clock's ticking, and I need to not do that anymore. I need to figure out to not do that. I just need to create the music that I love and do what I like to do. And so I just need to remind myself that I'm only as good as I am today, and I will do the absolute best that I can in this moment. Either I never end up releasing it, or I get so consumed on all the negative things or try to look for the negative things that when I eventually do release it, I've kind of messed with it too much, and then I just feel like miserable about the project. And so that's something that I'm straying away from.
Do you have other things to record in this song, so we can move on to that?
We do? Oh, you're rapped.
I'm probably too loud. All the way on the left.
I'm loving it.
So it's on the first track one. There's two verses of me rapping. The first verse is the perspective of all the negative thoughts that fly through my mind every morning when I wake up. And then the second verse is literally how those words are affecting me. And then I wanted the beginning and the ending to portray literally what the song is called, Happy Time. But then I wanted to get very raw. One thing one of my closest friends, Jeff, my childhood friend, one of the things he told me about my first mixtape, Old Wineskin, that it's currently available on SoundCloud.
No, you can't stop us. No, you can't crush us. No, you can't.
I asked him, like, hey, he's one of the people that I would be like, hey, just tell me what you think about everything. And one thing he told me about that project, he said, you talked a lot about, struggles and dark places and depression, but he's like, you never really got specific on what those were. And I feel like, and I think this is kind of the overall mission or theme of this entire EP, but in music, and especially in a lot of the Christian genre, we all too easily just be very surface level. Oh, Lord, take me from this dark place. I don't know if that's a song, but like, we're very generic with like, this dark, we don't get specific on what it is. With this project, and especially with Happy Time, I was like, I really want to get specific. In that first verse, one of the first things that's being said is,
you will never make that date. You will never lose that weight.
Meaning those things that you have planned, it's never going to happen. And just accept it. Just lie there and let these negative thoughts wash over you. I think people might look over it, but you'll never lose that weight. That's something that I've been trying to do, 6 years. I was like, what if I just be open with that? Because that's something I don't really like to be vulnerable about. Like, I feel very uncomfortable. I love how went from music to talking about weight loss. But I'm just being real. I remember a friend asked me why, she's like, oh man, you always wear sweatpants. It got to the point where people thought, oh, I just love sweatpants. No, it was because it fit me. Because I didn't want to have to buy new clothes, because then I felt like I was accepting the fact that I'm continuing to gain weight. And so that's why, especially with Happy Time, and even with that one line, like, I'm trying to just reveal on my struggles, because I know there's other people that struggle with the same things I do, but it's not talked about. That is my goal with this album, with every song. I want to be specific about something that most people don't want to reveal about themselves. And so that's my goal.
Wait, how does it go?
Oh, I get there, where I know I'm losing the grip on this. Where I know I'm free, 'cause I've been trying so long to be the hero of my dreams.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good one.
How does this compare to older projects that y'all have done in the past in terms of collaborating together and helping each other out?
I think it's, in my mind, it's pretty similar to what we've always done in the past as far as bouncing ideas off of each other. Our level of skill, I guess, is similar as far as the production and knowing how to record. Jonathan's a little bit beyond me because he's kept up with it more, but like we're able to just switch off, like recording each other. Probably what's different is we're bringing our current level of knowledge and experience and all the new things that life teaches you.
Yeah, I think also like what he said, what we've done in the past, it's always been like in short increments of like 4 hours, one day he just comes over and play drums. The difference is now we're trying to do so many songs at once, but we have a lot more time because being married with kids and full-time jobs. Here we've blocked out a week of just like all day, all night, just create music.
Yeah, in the past we've been very limited as far as what we can do, how much we can do at any given period. A lot of times in the past, you're like 2 or 3 hours in and the creativity juices are starting to flow, and then you're like, it's 11, I gotta go home and get up for work tomorrow. Yeah. This situation is awesome. Mm-hmm. Our wives are incredible for letting us do this, so we're getting this focused, intense time.
They'll give me brownie points.
My anchor is you, the mountain is you, here up in the clouds, all of this is you.
So this song might have been, you could probably call this the title track, or I think that's what you call it, yeah, of the album. It's about that intimacy with the Lord. I don't know if it came out of a specific event, but I had this thought that the Lord gave me. When we go away together as a body of believers to a retreat or a conference or something, or even like a worship night, we say we have this mountaintop experience. And it's because we're God's people coming together, doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're worshiping, where all of our focus is on the Lord, we're in the Word, we're hearing teaching, and we're just filled. Our spirit is filled. And then, unfortunately, what happens is we go back home into our normal routines, and we leave that mountaintop. So the Lord was kind of helping me see that we don't have to leave the mountaintop place with Him. That intimacy between us and the Lord, like we're the ones who leave it. He doesn't go anywhere. We can stay on the mountaintop wherever we are if we just remember that He's with us, basically. Remember, He's our anchor.
I kind of play your loudest when you start.
Talk about you doing the song with just the guitar and vocal. I think that you recorded like just both at the same time, almost like a complete live session.
Mm-hmm. I think as an artist, sometimes you just create something and you just have an idea of what you want it to be. And I don't know if anyone could explain why that is. It's just that's how it is in your mind. I knew I wanted it to have like a raw kind of live sound and feel, like it was just me and my guitar and the Lord, and we're just here singing. Up until I recorded, I was still on the fence about whether Mountaintop should have a full band or if it should just be me and the guitar. And I think it could go either way. Maybe there'll be a full band version down the road, or just a live version sometime. But I think just me and a guitar added to the raw feel that we were trying to achieve.
There's only one spot that I was little.
Yeah.
that it was like, it seemed like you kind of, with your vocals, you kind of messed up for a second.
Yeah.
But then you went, but it's almost like you tried to save it.
So there's I call it an instrumental part right in the middle of the song where I'm just vocalizing. There's no real words necessarily. Whatever's coming is what's coming out. So I ended up like having all these parts with runs and ups and downs. A lot of times what happens in the studio reveals all your imperfections that you never knew were there when you're just playing by yourself.
If you could do the, it's just softer. Because you're,
Okay.
you're kind of stopping there, because it sounds kind of, it still sounds really loud as the first part. Like, I guess more breathy, I guess.
Yeah. I'm like way off
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Let me drag these over here.
Thank God for sounding boards who are here to tell you like, oh, let's tweak this. Oh, that doesn't sound great. That doesn't sound as good as you think it did. So absolutely grateful that there's people here to, you know, bounce ideas off of and give me feedback, because it just makes every song better. Next time on 2 Albums, 5 Days. I forgot how much I like corduroys. Good for recording.
It's never too late to have a great childhood.
Was that it?
I mean, it wasn't what I was going for, but it might work.
If people don't like it, I can't do anything about that.
You want to try to fill that in?
I don't think we need to,
Yeah.
do you? It just gives a little confidence.
I'm probably going to get emotional at some point, so I'll try to power through it.
Yeah, what was the question? Sorry.
I wanna stay here forever, for as long as I can.
I like how that sounds.
I take her